Hey, what's up you guys, Thor here. Welcome back to the EQR Gaming and more American McGee's Alice. On the last episode, we made it through the land of like friggin' fleshy walls. And now we're at the Castle Keep and probably gonna finish the game in this episode, so let's do it.
The queen, my lower incisors for the queen. Where is that wretched creature?
Alright, so this level follows an interesting little mechanic. First of all, let's go over here and try to arrange myself so I can blast both of these guys that I know right here, except I don't know if it's gonna be possible. Yeah, that guy was out of range. It's alright though, we got one. I'll just kill this guy with my beam. So this level sort of follows an interesting mechanic. If we come up here, we'll be taken up to this area, which has different rooms, each with a suit above them. One of the card suits above them, as you can see, we have spades. That one's club. This one's a heart, except it's not a door, it's a card. Pick up his heart. Then, over here we have the diamond, and on the other side is going to be the heart. So basically what we need to do is go into this room, this big old door, which has that pretty cool looking design over it, actually. It's a lot of enemies over here. I'll just get shot point blank. Blow that guy up, so I'm not even touch this guy, fortunately. Ah, fuck. Blasting me from behind, these bitches. I'll just laser them to death then. There we go. So what we gotta do is come up here and...
Only a few find the way. Some don't recognize it when they do. Some don't ever want to.
And pull this lever. As you can see, it's pointing at Tweedledum. Actually, I think... yeah, Tweedledum. Now, if we look at his reflection, we can see that it's a club. That there's a club reflected on it. So what we gotta do is come to this door marked with a club, walk on forward, and eventually we'll be taken to this area where these paintings will appear. Let's throw a knife at that one. We'll make the others disappear. And we pretty much cleared out the club room. Now coming back here, I first want to make note of the fact that I lied when there was a heart on the other side, because there's not. There's only 3 paintings. I just assumed that there was a heart because I forgot how the things actually worked. The room that we're in right now is actually the heart room. So we'll pull this lever again, and you can see the Jabberwock is diamond. So yeah, there isn't even anything past that, so I'm just being stupid. So we come over here to the diamond, walk forward again, and let's hit the picture of the Jabberwock. Now we pretty much cleared the diamond room. That looks pretty damn awesome. Once again, we come back here, we see that the Jabberwock painting is also gone, so let's pull the lever one more time. Apparently, my phone just came up with a thing saying that a San Diego man pleaded guilty to stealing $360,000 worth of printer ink cartridges. That is an interesting thing to steal $360,000 of. And this is what my phone just came up saying. Anyway, so we come down here, Mad Hatter is the spade. And yeah, I got like surprise attacked by this heart that I failed to kill the second I opened the door. Jesus, this actually gave me a startle. Alright, so now I come over here to the spade. As with the others, we walk forward. And hit the picture of the Hatter. Now as we can see, it opened that big door in the main sort of lobby. So there's a little something that I think I actually thought about it early on, I just forgot to mention it. I just remembered it now. If you push C, you can actually summon the Cheshire Cat.
The insane equate pain with success.
And he'll give you some type of, you know, random, usually unimportant little saying. Just a little thing. I don't know if he ever actually does give you any hints, but anyway. So now, as to be expected, the Mad Hatter painting is gone, and of course the door is in fact open. So let's go.
Bravery and I are not on intimate terms. My natural curiosity is tempered with caution. Thus I've lived long. But now, ignoring my instinct to flee or fib, I speak the truth without regard to consequence. Your courage deserves no less. You've suffered great pain, and you've caused some. You've endured deep grief and feelings of guilt, but you will be tested by a more wrenching anguish, Alice. There is worse to come. You and this Red Queen cannot both survive. You are two parts of the same...
Oh shit! So his hat just sort of sunk into the ground. So anyway, we're moving on to the Heart of Darkness. This is the final encounter. This is the Red Queen.
Who am I? Off with her head.
So yeah, her face just came off. She's gonna be standing back for the most part. She has, as you can see, she has a few attacks, the first of which we saw right off the bat. She stuck her tentacle down and then launched it up back up at us. Then she has that one where she shoots some lasers at us, and that one right there is sort of a psychic cage type thing. If she catches you with it, she'll do some pretty heavy damage. And there's whatever the hell that was. Strategy for the most part is to just really use your eye staff, because that's gonna be one of your biggest sources of damage, and really just keep moving. Like, if you keep moving, her tentacle will not really easily be able to hit you, and neither will that little psychic cage, that little psychic attack of hers that she hasn't hit us with yet. So pretty self-explanatory so far. For now we'll dodge that as she tries to attack us again, and just keep going with our eye staff. Not any more of these appeared because there might be some type of ice attacks. Oh! See, there it is. You see she'll launch us into a wall to deal damage to us that way. I think that's what the main purpose of that attack really is. Now we'll just continue bludgeoning her with our laser beam of murder. And we did it! I think. Maybe that was like the first part. Yeah, that's just the first little part of the battle. I placed a quick save there just in case. As you can see, she did that like laser attack. She's a little bit injured though, as we can see. We did manage to injure her. Making her do that more dangerous laser attack. But she's not moving around nearly as much as she was. So we'll take advantage of it to, you know, zap her with our lasers and be able to get in the extra damage from the explosive projectile that gets launched at the end of each stream. I think the best way to dodge that is to just hide behind the pillars. Doing pretty good damage to us. I can't even use my laser right now. There we go. I think you have to have like a certain amount of preemptive. There we go. Now we did it. That's the first phase done. Somehow we ended up on the other side of the pit.
I rule Wonderland alone. Your interference will not be tolerated. This realm is for grown-ups.
Raw, well-ordered, ruthless, careening on the jagged edge of reality. Self-pitying dreamers are not wanted here. They cannot survive here. You fear the truth. You live in shadows. Your pathetic attempts to reclaim your sanity have failed. Retreat to the sterile safety of your self-delusions, or risk inevitable annihilation. If you destroy me, you destroy yourself. Leave now, and some hollow part of you may survive. Stay, and I will break you down. You will lose yourself forever!
Of course we ain't backing down. We're taking out this creepy motherfucker once and for all. So yeah, this is the Red Queen's true form. Now, as I mentioned back when we got the blunderbuss, this is the place where you can get the blunderbuss if you missed it. Ow. When you, if you missed it when it was originally available. I'll try and show you where it is. Place a quick save here. Don't exactly remember where it is myself. All I remember is it's kind of well hidden somewhere on a lower platform, I do believe. Unless it just plain doesn't appear if you already have the blunderbuss, which is entirely possible. I'm not entirely sure how it works. I'm not sure if she has a weak point, to be honest, so I'm just gonna get knocked off. And if you lose, they do give you another save at the start of the start of this fight. Don't know if that actually does anything to her at this point, because as I said, oh, there it is, down there. So this is the blunderbuss. If you did miss it when it was available earlier on, then it's right there for you. To give you a little bit of extra help in this fight. Jesus! Alright, try and not get knocked off by this bitch. want to get onto these bigger platforms, because that seems like a smart thing to do. So I'm still not exactly sure. Oh, yeah, I think her tentacles are weak points right now. So those are what we want to attack. Aim for the tentacles to start. There's another heart gonna be appearing at. Alright, this one right here. Try and get that and get off to this. So as we can see, she has quite a few attacks, one of which she'll shoot those sort of projectiles at you. Like that. Shooting a bunch of explosive spades and hearts at you. Like the card guards would. To be honest, I'm not exactly sure what the point of this, light around us is. It might just be a sort of a shield they're giving us for the purpose of this fight. Let's go for this tentacle now. And this tentacle. I have to grab this heart, though, to restore us again. Yeah, more flaming projectiles. None of those really even did anything. Bam, there we go. Got it with the explosion. I'll wait until go ahead and wait until she comes back up and attack this one or this one. No, I think I'm supposed to attack her right there now. At least that's what I'm gonna do, because I see the purple cloud that happens when you hit someone successfully with the ice staff. It looks like that's what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm just gonna... That actually might have been what has been knocking us off. Is that scream attack, because it makes sense, because the Budgems can knock you all over the place when they scream at you. So it wouldn't make sense. Yeah, she's turning red when I'm attacking her there. Ow! God! That was rather painful. It's the good thing about quick saves, so you don't have to start the whole thing over. You just need to start over where you last placed to save. You don't have to manually go into the menu every time to... Okay, it didn't do as much damage that time. Just keep attacking. That little like thing and, you know, whatever the fuck that is in her chest or whatever. I don't even know. I think all of her tentacles are down. Now those were things that we were supposed to be attacking because, you know, we were damaging them and eventually actually did make them explode. I'm not gonna jump because that would just send me flying off. Not that much. I'm actually gonna wait until this heart appears. So I have a blunderbuss shot. And I'm gonna take it and blast her right there. Maybe I should just go with the blunderbuss now. Just start attacking with it. I mean, they do give it to us, although even though it is still in a easy to miss location, sort of. Wow. An easy to miss location, sort of off to the side a little bit. You know, even below a platform, but it still is a pretty powerful weapon and should still be doing quite a bit of damage to her. Let's go back to the ice staff. Oh, jeez. Yep. That happened. So did that. Just jump off the edge. Should be able to get her eventually, though. I don't want to get killed by quick save there again. It's gonna be spewing all manner of projectiles at us. I'm gonna pick up this heart. One more blast with the blunderbuss, and then I'll switch back to the ice staff. There we go. I just need to wait for her to appear. Oh, there she is. Oh, it looks like that actually did it. Judging... Yep! Looks like we killed her. Let's just watch this magnificent, like, death sequence. Chunks getting blown everywhere. Look at that. Jesus. So that was American McGee's Alice. I hope you guys enjoyed that series, because I know that I enjoyed playing it again, because it actually has been a while since I got to play it. I may have mentioned it in the first episode, but it was actually lost for a little while. Like, I couldn't find it, and when I eventually found it, I'm like, dude, I have to do this. So I did. And I'm glad that I was able to play it again, you know, despite its, you know, obviously frustrating parts. It is still fun. I don't know how many episodes it's turned out to, like 21, I think. I don't know. But, what's gonna happen next? Well, I mean, I am recording these episodes, like, way in advance. Like, by the time that I recorded this episode, I've only uploaded part 3. So yeah, I recorded these way in advance. So, like, anything that I needed to say, you know, I'd probably put in the description. So if you guys have been looking at that, if there's things that I've needed to say. Now, I have mentioned the sequel, you know, sometimes unintentionally when I accidentally say the name of the sequel instead of the name of this goddamn game. I do own the sequel, and I probably will be doing a playthrough of that game. In fact, I'm certain that I'm going to be doing a playthrough of that game at some point. I'm just probably not going to be doing it next. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing a playthrough of next yet. I'll try and find a game that's not too long, because, you know, maybe a couple games that aren't overly long. After this, I might do a couple one-episode things before I go on to my next big project. Alice Madness Returns, I probably won't make too long after this. I might, as I said, might do like 1 or 2 somewhat short games in between this and that. Not sure what those games are going to be yet, but, you know, when the time comes, you guys will know. Still need to get all of these videos uploaded, so I'm sure I'll have plenty of time to think about it. So, as you can see, I've been letting the credits roll in the background, but I I don't know how much longer they're gonna go for. I'm not talking through all of them since there's not exactly like any music or anything. And if they go too much longer, I might just skip the rest. Not sure. Actually, I'm gonna let the credits play through. I'll try and discuss some things going on. Discuss some things that you might end up seeing from me at later points in time. For example, there are games that I have planned for filler. Dog Spike. Spike's the dog. For example, they're probably going to be like one-shot horror games. I have The Binding of Isaac, which makes really good filler. Maybe do some other games with some of the others on this channel as filler, and I think that's the end of the credits. So, as I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this playthrough of American McGee's Alice. Hope you enjoyed the game. Delightfully creepy, a nice take on Alice in Wonderland. And I'll see you guys in the next project, whatever that may end up being. Peace out!